What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up, baby? How are y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling out there? What's good, y'all? How y'all feeling? Oh, let me do this real quick. What's up? What's up? Make sure y'all tap in. He said Clutch runs the league. You ain't never lie, bro. You ain't never lie, man. You ain't never lie. We got another one for y'all, man. And another one. We got another one for y'all. What's this? Let me see. He said it's pathetic. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. But hey, what can you do, man? We just got to embrace the reality. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me know where y'all are coming in from, man. And then we're going to get this thing started in the next, let me say 1 minute or so. Dominican Republic in the building, Columbus, Ohio. What's good, man? Baldwin Park, welcome in. Boston, I think that's Connecticut in the house. I think CT, that Connecticut. Brooklyn, as always. Alabama, what's good? South Carolina, Philippines. What's this here? South Carolina, California, Phoenix, Antarctica, East Los Angeles, Chicago. What's good, man? Shout out to the Bronx as well. Fort Lauderdale, what's up? Bermuda, Tokyo, College Park, Maryland. That's what's up. Memphis, what's good? Florida. All right, man. So let's get into this. So once again, man, Mitch is like the connect. He like the connect, bro. He hit me with another piece of information here that I think is going to really surprise a lot of you guys. Well, it might not, but anyway, as y'all know, Darius Garland got traded for James Harden, right? And at the time when that went down, when we heard the news, I'm like, what's going on in Cleveland? Why is everybody all of a sudden want to run to Cleveland? I'm confused. Like, what's going on in Cleveland, right? James Harden is there. Donovan Mitchell is there. Like, what's going on, right? And I speculated. I said that LeBron is going to go to the Cleveland Cavaliers this summer. I said that. I'm not the only one that's saying that, but I've been saying that for a while. And then all of a sudden they get James Harden, right? And I'm like, what's going on here? Then Mitch sends me this video here from Instagram from an episode that just dropped on Rich Paul's podcast with him and Max Kellerman. And I want to show y'all this before we play the sound. Look at this thumbnail. Before this season, I sat down and explained to him, this is going to be your last year with the Cavaliers. Ladies and gentlemen, Rich Paul, who, by the way, represents Darius Garland, told Darius Garland that this would be his last year with the Cavs. And then out of nowhere, Cleveland decides to make a trade with James Harden, who's pretty much an all-star, all NBA caliber player, and he goes to the Cavs. And I think what all of this is leading up to is that LeBron returns to Cleveland with a stacked team. Let me play the sound for y'all. Where is it?
This upcoming season, I sat Darius down and I explained to him, I was like, this is going to be your last year on the Cavs. Very matter-of-factly, because I do things very black and white. I said, that's just the way it's going to be for a number of reasons that I take too long to get into, but that's just my foresight.
Listen very well.
And I also had the conversation with Kobe Altman, who runs the Cavs. And I said, Kobe, listen, this is what it's going to be. I understand it. The hopes is they go out and they play a great year and they try to contend and then anything short of a championship run, there has to be a change
because there's redundancy on the
run.
By the way, and that redundancy
this upcoming season.
Let me. I don't know if you guys just saw this or some of y'all understood what just went down. Rich Paul, who is the agent of Darius Garland, tells Darius Garland 1 year ago that this will be your last year in Cleveland. Rich Paul also is explaining how he's talking to, I think, the general manager or the team president, Kobe Altman, essentially telling him what's going to go down. Now, I don't know if that part went over people's head. Rich Paul is the agent for LeBron and some other guys that's telling the general manager of the Cleveland Cavaliers of what's going to go down. So here's what I think. If I play it again, I think these guys are working in conjunction to get LeBron to Cleveland, not only get LeBron to Cleveland, but get him there with a stacked team. And he basically, as his agent's like, yo, you going to LA. Harden is coming to the Cavs because LeBron is coming to the Cavs. You know, whenever LeBron, before he goes to a team, he already has it laid out. LeBron is not one of those people that just goes to a team and then when he gets there, he figures it out. No. These people plan ahead, right? They pack before they go out. So let me play this. Let me show y'all the thumbnail, and then we're going to play the sound for you. Cool. This is from Statline. Before this season, I sat down Darius Garland and explained to him, this is going to be your last year on the Cavs. Next slide. Garland, the Cavs, and Rich Paul all knew Garland was getting traded this season. They all knew it. Right? They all knew it. Now let me play the sound for y'all.
This upcoming season, I sat Darius down and I explained to him, I was like, this is going to be your last year on the Cavs. Very matter-of-factly, because it's going to be your last year on the Cavs. Very matter-of-factly, because I do things very black and white. I said, that's just the way it's going to be for a number of reasons that it take too long to get into, but that's just my foresight. And I also had the conversation with Kobe Altman, who runs the Cavs. And I said, Kobe, listen, this is what it's going to be. I understand it. The hopes is they go out and they play a great year and they try to contend and then anything short of a championship run, you know, there has to be a change.
Because there's redundancy on the run. By the way, and that redundancy
this upcoming season.
And there you have it. Let me read the comments of people. This guy said, this dude is running the league. He basically scripted how the season is going to play out. Another guy says, he got the script. Another guy says, feel like he's becoming too powerful. I don't know how to explain it, but something feels off. And then it goes on and on and on, right? Let me read some of the comments here that people just left. One guy said, Rich Paul needs to be studied. Yeah, bro, these guys are good at what they do, man. You got to give it to them. You got to give it to them. They're good at what they do. You got to hand it to them. Next comment. Remember when Rich Paul said Harden would have 3 rings if LeBron was his teammate? That is true. He said that about a month ago. That is very, very true. He said that about a month ago. You are 100% on the money. I totally forgot about that. I think we even did a show on it. He did say that, didn't he? So here's what I think is going on. Not that it's what's going on, it's just what I think. I think that don't rule out AD buyout and going to the Cleveland. Anything is possible with these guys. Anything is possible with these guys. But let me say this. Here's what I think is going to happen. And I'm going to say it again. LeBron at the end of the season is going to play his last year with the Lakers, right? It ain't going to be a whole bunch of love and kisses being blown at one another. It's just going to be, yeah, thank you for your time, whatever, I'm out. LeBron in the offseason is going to sign with the Cavs. The Cavs may, before tomorrow's trade deadline, may try to pull off a blockbuster move. They may try to do something. Some people are speculating on how they can get Giannis Antetokounmpo. We did a show on it yesterday, right? They may do that. But I do know for sure they are stacking a team in preparation for LeBron's return to Cleveland. And I think when LeBron returns, he'll do 2 years. Before I was thinking 1, now I think he's going to go do 2. I think the first year, these guys are going to try to see if they can win a chip. And if they're not successful, it'll be kind of like a last dance kind of thing. And then he's going to announce his retirement tour. I'm not handing them anything, no respect, no credit. Appreciate the comment, right-hand cam. So for the new people coming into the live, a lot of people were wondering, why did James Harden want to go to Cleveland of all places, right? Cleveland. Now, the Clippers said, now, according to what I found out recently, was that James Harden had like a half guarantee contract where he gets some of his money, but not all of his money or whatever. So he was looking for a team to give him like a full contract going into the future. Good. And it just so happened that the team that just popped up out of the blue was the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? I mean, Cleveland just appeared. And if James Harden was going to request a trade, I'm pretty sure another team would have came to your mind apart from Cleveland. Like Cleveland? It didn't make sense, right? Like Cleveland, where did that come from? And now we're hearing Rich Paul say that before the season started, I sat down Darius and explained to him this is going to be his last year. Now, in this clip we're about to play, Rich Paul is detailing how he talks to, I think, the general manager of the Cavaliers, Kobe Altman, and they're basically talking about the moves that they're going to make. So who's to say James Harden becomes disgruntled, right? Because these things move fast. James Harden becomes disgruntled. He wants to leave the Clippers. Rich Paul gets in contact. I'm just speculating, not saying any of this is true. Rich Paul goes to Kobe Altman and says, hey, Harden is available. Harden is available. Let's move Darius for Harden. And Kobe will be like, why are we doing that? Because you're going to get Harden for me because I'm bringing LeBron this summer. And then Kobe Altman will be like, damn, well, that's not a bad move. Now, how do we know things like this actually happen? Do you know how we know? Because we just witnessed this with Luka 2 years ago. We literally had a situation where you had an agent and a general manager working out a trade in secret. But in this case, for whatever reason, Rich Paul is saying it out in the open. So let me play the sound for y'all.
This upcoming season, I sat Darius down and I explained to him, I was like, this is going to be your last year on the Cavs. Very matter of factly, because I do things very black and white. I said, that's just the way it's going to be for a number of reasons that it take too long to get into, but that's just my foresight. And I also had the conversation with Kobe Altman, who runs the Cavs. And I said, Kobe, listen, this is what it's going to be. I understand it. The hopes is they go out and they play a great year and they try to contend and then anything short of a championship run, you know, there has to be a change
because there's redundancy on the roster. By the way, and that redundancy
this upcoming season, I sat Darius down.
So you hear it here. Ladies and gentlemen, LeBron James will be a Cleveland Cavalier this summer. And if Rich Paul has this kind of pull with the Cavs, where he can talk to, let me see, let me just verify if he's the general manager or not, because I'm tired of guessing if he's a team president. Kobe Altman, I don't know how to spell his name. Let me see, Altman, Kobe Altman. Okay, he's the president All right, he's the president of the Cavaliers. So he even has a higher position than the general manager. He's the president of the Cavs. So that's an even higher position than the general manager. So if Rich Paul has a close relationship with Kobe Altman to the point where they're talking about moves concerning the direction of an entire franchise, you don't believe that these guys could be working in the background to move pieces around to get LeBron back in Cleveland and get him a good team? Who doesn't believe this? Who thinks that that's not possible? It is possible, and we're watching it happen right now. We saw Nico Harrison and I hope I remember his damn name, Nico from the Mavs, and Rob Pelinka work out a deal that nobody knew about. General manager, general manager / agent, but general manager to general manager, former agent, whatever. So I think LeBron is going to Cleveland. And these guys saying this thing in the public, I just think that Rich Paul is like, who am I getting in trouble with, bro? Like, I'm not getting in trouble with nobody. I can say this and nothing's going to happen. Do you know why? Because nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. So LeBron fans, I'm sure y'all going to be celebrating. I'm sure y'all going to be celebrating this summer because LeBron is going to go back to Cleveland, and I think LeBron is going to be on a championship team. You can book it. He's going to be on a championship contender to come out of the Eastern Conference. That's going to happen. Whether people like it or not, that's going to happen. And they're going to build a stacked team around him. It's going to be like a team full of all-stars. Literally. That's what it's going to be. Cavs, that dude who keeps giving his toxic ex second Cavs. Yeah. LeBron is going back home, baby. And these guys are going to work it out. Darius Garland, Rich Paul says he knew. Let me show y'all the post before I play the video again. Rich Paul says he knew a year ago that Darius Garland was going to get traded. He said, before the season, I sat down Darius and explained to him, this is going to be your last year on the Cavs. Bro, Clutch and these guys are not messing with the Lakers no more, bro. They don't have control over there anymore like they used to. It's now the new ownership group that's moving, and they're the ones controlling the show, and they don't have that relationship that Jeannie Buss had with Clutch. So once Clutch realized that the Lakers weren't going to offer that max extension, remember, guys, for those of y'all that are still wondering, James Harden left because the Clippers wouldn't give him the money he wanted. In this case, LeBron said, you know what, I'll pick up my player option and I'll figure out something else over the summer. Now, I'll be shocked if LeBron is able to get max dollars this summer. I don't know how that's going to happen. But you better believe once they realized that the Lakers were not going to be bringing him back and all of that, they were like, we're going to be planning for the future. And they started working on their plan. Rich Paul said he told them before the season started. What did we find out before the season started? LeBron wasn't being brought back. We found that out before the season started. He says something called chemistry. Harden is a losing player. Man, if you have enough talent on a team, you can overwhelm opponents just by the sheer number of just the sheer volume of talent that you have on your team. He said Bron going for 82 in his last game. Mark my words. Well, we shall see. You know, I don't think he's capable of scoring 82 points, but we shall see. We shall see. He may try to go for 60 plus, but 82, I don't think he has enough juice to do that. For LeBron to score 81 points, bro, you're talking about scoring on average 40 points a half. For LeBron to do that, he would have to score 20 points a quarter. I hope you guys realize just how insane Kobe's 81 was. He scored like 50-something in the second half, bro. 50-something in the second half. You just don't wake up and say, I'm going to score 80 points. It ain't as easy as it sounds. We're not just going to wake up and talk about we're going to score 80 points. He scored 55 and a half. To put that in context, LeBron's career high is 60, I think 60, 61. Dude did that in a half. Let alone somebody doing that at the age of 40, 41, 42. I mean, it would just basically be the whole team would just say, okay, we're not going to shoot. LeBron is going to shoot every single time, and he's going to have to play like the whole damn game. Because he's going to have 20 points a quarter on average, or 40 points every half to do that, to get 80. Or to get your number 41 every half. That's insane. He said 82 points out of 100 shots. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, guys, that's the news, man. That's the news, man. These clutch boys can't be stopped. They're powerful. These dudes got pulled, bro. They got pulled. They got some serious pull. It ain't a made-up dream. It ain't nothing. He said, give Bron Kobe shot attempts, and 81 is easy to get. Bro, you high, bro. Are you high? What are you talking about? Give LeBron Kobe. Are you high, bro? Did you watch Kobe Bryant's 81 points, bro? Did you watch the game? Did you watch the game, bro? Go back and look at Kobe's 81. Look at the shots he was making to get 81. Bro, it was all jumpers. Pretty much. Jumpers, free throws, jumpers. LeBron would have to hit like, let me see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 36. If he hit 12 threes, he's going to have 36. LeBron would need something like 15 threes, 16 3. LeBron would need to break the NBA record in terms of threes. He would probably have to hit over 80% of his free throws, and he got to make damn near all his shots. Good luck with that. Bro, I don't think y'all understand how crazy 81 points is, bro. Kobe scored 81 when teams were scoring 100. If you adjusted Kobe's 81 to today's game, that number is like 100 or like 95 points he scored, bro. If you were to adjust that 81 to today's game with the pace and the possession, it would be like he scored 100 points. It would literally be like the dude scored 100 or like 95 points. And if you go back and watch that 81-point game, he could have had 90-something points in that game. If you go back and look at that game, he could have actually had over 90 points, bro. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about, bro? Come on, man. Don't play with Kobe. You're talking about a dude that scored 60 points in 3 quarters, man. Come on, man. What are we talking about here, bro? Come on, man. And then on top of that, he can shoot. And the thing is, when Kobe got hot, he got fish grease hot. I mean, when Kobe Bryant got hot, bro, it's over. There's no defense you're putting in front of that dude. And the Mavs that he scored those points against was actually like one of the top defenses in the NBA. It wasn't like as if an ass team when he scored. Bro, man, LeBron, I think, gonna have 60 or something like that, or 50 or whatever. He's gonna have some high number, but to say 82 points, that's impossible. That's impossible. His teammates would have to stop shooting, and he would have to make every single shot. And the opponents would just basically have to let him score. You know what I mean? So he said 28 out of his 46, I believe, all jumpers, if memory serves. Yo, it was absurd. It was absurd. Like the Raptors were trying to stop Kobe from scoring 81. Like, let me say that one more time. They were trying to stop him. when Kobe scored 60 in his send-off game, at one point, man, like the Jazz were trying to stop him, but the refs were like, yo, whatever, go ahead, man. They were moving screens, moving picks, like everything. They were just letting Kobe go off, right? Because it was a moment in NBA history. So the refs just swallowed the whistles at that point. In the game versus the Raptors, they were trying to stop him. It wasn't like, yo, Ole, go ahead. Nah, they were trying to stop him from scoring. He said, this jigger moves like a mafia boss. Son, they are a mafia. They a mob, bro. They are a mob. They should call them like I don't even know what they should call them, but Clutch Sports ain't no joke. Yet Kobe has a lower field goal from 2 and 3. Wait. You're bringing up 2. Are you suggesting that LeBron is a better shooter than Kobe Bryant? We're not about to have this conversation, are we? Are you suggesting that LeBron is a better shooter? Bro, do you watch basketball? I can't take somebody seriously that says they watch basketball sitting here telling me that LeBron shoots better than I can't take you seriously. I refuse to take you seriously. He can score around the rim with the best of them, but to say he's a better shooter, I'm not having that conversation with you. It's a troll conversation. If you watch them play, you know who's the better shooter, bro. LeBron fans were creaming in their freaking slacks in that game when he was hitting all those jumpers against the Raptors. Bro, Kobe was doing that like every night. That game when y'all were losing y'all minds, oh my God, do you see the shots? Look at these shots. Oh my God, look at these shots. Kobe literally did that for an entire career. Literally. That's literally what he did for an entire career. So us Kobe fans were like, yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's impressive for him because LeBron is not known as a jump shooter. It's amazing to see him do it. But overall, bro, we watching that every night. What? Yo, when Kobe was playing in his prime, bro, any game you tune into the Lakers, you're watching that all night long. Pick a week, pick a game. Kobe missed the shots, missed the most. Oh, here you go again. This is the dude that be lying all the time. Kobe missed the shots in NBA history before LeBron passes him 3. What is it? 3? Yeah, because Kobe shot the ball more because he believed he could shoot, man. Kobe didn't play with D Wade, Chris Bosh, Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, and all of these guys, man. Kobe played with Shaq for like X amount of years. Do I need to start bringing up Kobe's teammates? Smush Parker, Luke Walton? Like, do I need to start bringing up some of these names for you? What you want him to do? And you could tell who was more confident in their shooting because you could see who shot the ball more. What are you talking about? If LeBron was so good with his shooting, why he turning down shots against Kobe at the end of games in the All-Star game? If he can shoot. If he can shoot, why he turning down the shot against Kobe in an All-Star game? Why? Just shoot. Show us you can shoot. Don't pass it. Show us you can shoot. Come on, man. I'm not having no conversation with nobody about LeBron and Kobe Bryant shoot. If you said LeBron can attack the basket better than Kobe, I agree with you. I'm not arguing that. But for you to sit up here and argue with me that LeBron shoots better than Kobe, I'm not having that conversation with you, bro. He said, why is Kobe sick? Bro, that involves teams. But okay, so if you're saying that, then bro, I can pull up so many players Kawhi has a better winning record against LeBron James head-to-head. Does that mean Kawhi Leonard is better than LeBron James? You certainly wouldn't say that. So why are you bringing up this lousy stat? You're making these Gilbert Arenas arguments, man. You know what I mean by Gilbert Arenas argument? An argument that he makes that somebody can make right back at him, but he don't know that people can do it right back at him. You hit me with these Gilbert Arenas arguments, bro. He said, how is this not illegal collusion? Rich Paul is arrogant as LeBron. This is crazy. So let me show y'all the sound, guys.
Upcoming season. This upcoming season, I sat Darius down and I explained to him, I was like, this is going to be your last year on the Cavs. very matter-of-factly, because I do things very black and white. I said, that's just the way it's going to be for a number of reasons that it take too long to get into, but that's just my foresight. And I also had the conversation with Kobe Altman, who runs the Cavs. And I said, Kobe, listen, this is what it's going to be. I understand it. The hopes is they go out and they play a great year and they try to contend and then anything short of a championship run, there has to be a change.
Because there's redundancy on the run. By the way, and that redundancy
this upcoming season.
And here you have. He told him that he was going to get traded at the beginning of this season. There you have it, guys. So, guys, man, that's the update here. That's my prediction. And appreciate you guys for being a part of the live, man. And we're going to catch you on the next one, man. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.